welcome back to our class, my dear students. Today we are going to do a problem from accounting for liquidation of companies. So let's start doing the problem. And this is our question. This is very simple question. Everyone can do it very easily. So please go through it thoroughly. And here the company is going through a voluntary liquidation, and we are requested to prepare liquidator's final statement of account, and the remuneration paid to the liquidator is the 2% of assets realized amount and 2% of amount distributed to unsecured creditors other than preferential creditors. You can see below that the amount realized for assets and the unsecured creditors, preferential creditors, etc. amounts were also given in the question. And after that, you can see that liquidation expenses is rupees 2000 rupees, and a call of rupees 2 per share on partially paid 10,000 equity shares was made full and duly except in case of one shareholder owing 500 shares. So here we need to consider only 9,500 shares because 500 shares are owing by a single person and he has been paid fully, and for other 9,500 shares they doesn't pay 2 rupees per share. So let's start doing a solution. And this is the liquidator's final statement of account. There is some problem in viewing that, right? It's not that much clear, so please adjust with it. And here we know that there is receipt column and payment column. This is the receipt column. Here we are going to write the assets realized amount, calls amount, etc. You may please go through that format, then you will be clearly aware about that. And here we are going to write payments. So let's start doing it. Assets realized, cash in hand. You can go through the question that cash in hand, land and building, plant and machinery, fixtures and fittings. These are the assets which are undergone for realization. So we are writing it in the answer. So you will get the total of 2,68,000 rupees. And calls, which I have already said that 9,500 into 2, 19,000. And we doesn't have any other items here. If in some question you can see other items, so please thoroughly study the format so you can add as much as items if there is any need. Okay. And 2,68,000 plus 19,000, 2,87,000 is the total of both columns. But now we only know that what is the total of receipt column. And going through the payment side, liquidation expenses amounts to 2,000, which is given in the question, and liquidator's remuneration 2% on assets realized, which is 2,68,000, and you will get 5,360 rupees, and 2% on unsecured creditors distributed amount. We doesn't know what is the amount distributed to unsecured creditors because here we are seeing that 2,68,000 rupees is the total of assets realized. Through this asset realized amount, we want to pay this much amount. So it is greater than this amount. So we need to understand that the amount is not sufficient even to make the payment of unsecured creditors. So since the amount is not sufficient to make the full payment of the unsecured creditors, the commission payable to the liquidator on the payment made to the unsecured creditors is to be calculated as below, which you can see here. Total receipt side is 2,87,000, which is this amount, and we need to deduct all the amount else this amount. This amount we doesn't find. Okay, so we are going to find this amount. For that, we need to deduct all other amounts from 2,87,000. The amounts which should be which should be reduced are liquidation expenses 2,000, liquidator's remuneration on assets realized 5,360, payment to debenture holder 75,000, payment to preferential creditor 70,000, and by adding all this, you will get 1,52,360 rupees. And the amount available for unsecured creditors and liquidators remuneration after deducting these items is 1,34,640 rupees. So now we need to find the liquidator's remuneration on payment on unsecured creditors. For that, we have a formula, that is amount available into percentage of commission divided by 100 plus percentage of commission, that is 1,34,640 into 2 divided by 102. Then you will get 2 lakh 60, sorry, 2,640 rupees. Here we are writing 2 lakh 640 rupees. And now we got the liquidators remuneration in case of unsecured creditors also. Then debenture holders of 75,000 rupees, preferential creditors of 70,000 rupees, and unsecured creditors. Here we are going to find unsecured creditors amount. You may see that 1,34,640 rupees is the amount which is available for unsecured creditors and liquidators remuneration, and among this amount liquidators remuneration belongs to 2,640 rupees. So you need to deduct 2,640 from 1,34,640, then you will get 1,32,000 rupees, and 1,32,000 rupees is the 58.93 percentage of unsecured creditors, and they are not able to pay the remaining portion of unsecured creditors. I think it's clear. So please go through this question thoroughly. I'm repeating that this is a very simple question. So please go through this question. Thank you.